You're allowed to take up space, but here's why it feels so hard. First of all, it's not just in your head. It is hard, especially when you have spent your whole life being taught directly or subtly, shrink. You probably learned early on that being agreeable was safer, that speaking too loudly or feeling too deeply or asserting a boundary would get you labeled as selfish or dramatic or too much. Maybe your family, due to your culture, praised your quietness. Your teachers just loved that you were no trouble. And at some point, you internalized the idea that disappearing was how you earned love. So now, when you start to speak up, when you claim your needs, your truth, and your right to take up space, it can feel foreign, uncomfortable, wrong, even. Because somewhere inside, your nervous system still associates visibility with danger, judgment, rejection, or even worse, punishment. You may allow colleagues to speak over you. You might silence yourself in relationships just to avoid rocking the boat. You might downplay your brilliance to remain digestible. Or you might even squeeze your spirit into spaces that were never built to hold your fullness. And while all of that can start to feel normal, it's not your truth. You were never meant to shrink to make others comfortable. Taking up space is not selfish, it's not arrogant, but it is an act of liberation. It's you saying, I exist, I matter, I deserve to be heard, seen, and felt in my wholeness. That doesn't mean it won't feel scary. It doesn't mean that others won't project onto you. They might say, you've changed. They might call you selfish. But what they really mean is, you're no longer abandoning yourself to make me comfortable. Let that be okay. Because you taking up space might be the very medicine that someone else needs to do the same. Your fullness gives others permission. Your boundaries model safety. Your voice echoes across timelines. So what if just for today, you whispered to yourself, I deserve to take up space? And what if you stretched your arms out wide like your body already knows it's true? You don't have to wait for the perfect conditions. You don't need external validation. You just need to remember what's always been yours. So go ahead, be a little louder, stand a little taller, say the thing you've been holding in. Take up space. Not because the world has made it easy, but because your spirit is done making itself small. You were never meant to be easy to ignore.